Welcome back to the Deep Dive. I'm genuinely excited to have you with us today.
Great to be diving in again.
Because we're tackling something that's, well, it's foundational for career growth, professional visibility. I mean, really making your mark.
Absolutely.
Today, our deep dive is all about mastering your professional narrative, how you talk about your skills, your experiences, especially in English, with real precision and impact. Our mission really is pretty simple. We want to empower you with the confidence to describe what you do well and craft a professional profile that doesn't just, show up.
Right.
But truly leaps off the page, something that resonates.
And that mission, as you rightly say, it's never been more critical, has it?
No, it really hasn't.
In our world today, so connected, so competitive, being able to communicate your value clearly, concisely, compellingly, it isn't just nice to have.
No.
It's a strategic necessity. And this isn't just about, memorizing grammar rules.
Right, not textbook stuff.
No. It's about understanding how every word choice, even the small ones, subtly influences perception. It's about how you can use language to really sculpt an influential professional identity.
Strategic sculpting. I like that. So how are we going to unlock this communication superpower today?
Well, we've got a clear path laid out.
Okay. We're starting with some language elements that might seem basic on the surface.
Foundational things.
Foundational, exactly. But mastering them really elevates your professional voice. Then we'll get into building a really robust, targeted vocabulary.
Right words for the job.
Precisely. For describing your jobs, your skills. And finally, the big payoff. We're pulling all these threads together.
Into the practical skill.
Into the practical art of writing a business profile that actually grabs attention. This isn't just theory, right?
No, definitely not.
It's a toolkit. You can use this stuff immediately. So get ready to engage, because by the end of this deep dive, you'll have, I hope, a much clearer roadmap to articulating your own professional brilliance. Okay, let's unpack this, starting with precision. Because honestly, in professional communication, the small details, they carry surprising weight.
They really do. It's often the nuances that make the biggest difference.
So first up, let's talk about something subtle, but I think really crucial. The difference between have and have got.
Yes. A classic point.
On the surface, they both mean possession, right? I have a car, I've got a car. Seems kind of interchangeable.
In everyday chat, maybe, but in a professional context.
That's where it changes.
Exactly. There's stylistic implications, they really diverge. And this can subtly shape how you're perceived.
Okay, so break that down. What's the core difference in that professional setting?
Well, while the meaning, possession, is shared, the formality and, crucially, the implied tone are quite distinct.
Tone, okay.
Have is your neutral, standard, and definitely more formal choice. It's the go-to for professional writing.
Like resumes, LinkedIn.
Exactly. Resumes, LinkedIn summaries, formal emails, reports, any official communication. It signals a kind of measured correctness, a deliberate choice that aligns with a professional standard.
And that deliberate choice reflects on you, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
When you say, I have a laptop, it's straightforward.
Huh?
Professional. You could say that in a client presentation, right?
Easily. Or an annual report, a formal memo. It fits perfectly.
Now contrast that. I've got a laptop. Grammatically, it's fine.
Perfectly correct, especially in spoken British English. Very common.
Yeah, fine for a casual chat with a colleague, maybe grabbing coffee.
Sure.
But imagine seeing, I've got a laptop, in a formal cover letter or a business proposal. It just feels slightly off, doesn't it?
It does. It might subtly, and you're right, it is subtle, introduce an unintended casualness.
A slight shift from that expected formal register.
Precisely that. That subtle deviation is the key thing here. Think about a core professional scenario, like your resume.
Right.
You'd never write, I've got 3 years of experience in sales.
No, definitely not.
You write, I have 3 years of experience in sales. That phrasing immediately projects professionalism, a certain gravitas.
It sounds more authoritative.
It's direct, authoritative, and it aligns perfectly with the tone you want for formal self-description. And this choice, it isn't just about grammar rules.
It's signaling something else.
It's signaling a command of standard, formal English, which often connects in a recruiter's mind, maybe subconsciously, with things like meticulousness, capability in other areas.
Attention to detail.
Exactly. It suggests you pay attention to detail, not just in the work itself, but in how you present yourself.
It's really fascinating how just a tiny 2-letter contraction can carry so much weight.
Language is powerful that way.
So if you were in an interview or maybe filling out a formal application and you said, I've got strong teamwork skills, it's not technically wrong.
Not grammatically incorrect, no.
But it might just, ever so slightly, undermine that formal tone you're aiming for.
It could. It can make the statement feel a little less polished, maybe a bit more impromptu, perhaps even lacking a touch of that deliberate confidence that I have strong teamwork skills carries.
Yeah, you're trying to build this perception of competence, of professionalism.
Right.
And have helps solidify that impression.
Yeah.
Whereas have got might introduce just a faint hint of informality. And why risk that?
Why leave anything to chance, especially when the stakes are high? What's truly intriguing here is the psychological impact of this formality.
Okay, tell me more.
Using have consistently in these professional contexts, it signals more than just good grammar. It signals attention to detail, yes, but also respect for the professional environment.
Respect for the context.
And a clear command of standard English. These are all highly valued traits. Our brains look for patterns, right? When a formal pattern is maintained, it builds trust, it builds credibility. Conversely, even a minor, maybe unconscious deviation like using have got in a formal document, it can create a slight cognitive hiccup for the reader.
Like a little speed bump.
Exactly. It might subtly imply a more casual approach or maybe a lack of awareness of these stylistic nuances. It's really about building a consistent professional persona from the very first word.
Making sure the language fits the situation, as you said.
Precisely. Ensuring the fit of your language to the context.
That makes total sense. We want our language to be seamless, almost invisible, right? Not distracting.
Yes, supporting the message, not hindering it.
So for a quick mini practice then, for you listening, let's try to internalize this. Think about some informal statements you might make. Maybe about work, maybe possessions.
Like, I've got a meeting this afternoon.
Yeah, or I've got a lot of data to analyze. Perfectly normal things to say. Now, mentally convert them, or even whisper them aloud using have. I have a meeting this afternoon. I have a lot of data to analyze. Can you feel that subtle shift?
It does feel different.
It instantly sounds a bit more authoritative, more prepared, more, well, professional.
And that's the feeling. That's the impression you want to cultivate.
Okay, building on that idea of precision, let's zero in on another set of small words that have huge impact.
The articles.
Articles. A, an, and the. These aren't just tiny grammar points you learned once.
No, far from it.
They are absolutely essential for making your English sound polished, articulate, truly fluent.
I'd argue that correct article usage is often one of the clearest signs of an advanced, careful speaker.
Really? Why is that?
Because it demonstrates a keen eye for grammatical detail. It shows you understand the nuances, which elevates your whole professional presentation.
So they're like the hidden architects of clarity.
That's a great way to put it. Unseen architects of clarity and specificity. They guide the listener or the reader through exactly what you're describing. Are we talking general concept or specific instance? Misusing them, or worse, omitting them, can make your communication sound, well, less polished. But more importantly, it can introduce ambiguity.
Making the listener work harder.
Exactly. Forcing them to make assumptions or reprocess what you said. And that detracts from your perceived articulacy, your professionalism. It's not just about sounding right.
It's about being crystal clear.
Ensuring your message is unequivocally understood, first time.
That's a really strong point, preventing ambiguity. Let's look at some examples to make this concrete.
Good idea.
When you say, I have a degree in business, what's that little A doing there?
Well, that indefinite article A is working hard. It signifies you possess one degree out of many possible business degrees.
Okay. It's introducing it as new general info.
Exactly. It sets the context. It's clear, direct. If you omitted it, I have degree in business, it immediately sounds off.
Yeah, idiomatic, less fluent, even if I technically understand.
Right. The fluency is damaged.
And following that logic, I have an understanding of digital marketing, obviously. And because understanding starts with a vowel sound.
Correct. Phonetically. But beyond that, the phrase "an understanding" itself is quite nuanced, isn't it?
How so?
It conveys a solid grasp of the subject, a good level of knowledge.
But without overstating.
Precisely. Without claiming you're the sole authority or you have the definitive understanding, it shows depth, comprehension, comfort with the material.
But realistically.
Yes, a balanced, realistic self-assessment.
Right.
Which is highly valued professionally. Omitting the article there. I have understanding. It sounds abrupt, unsophisticated, almost robotic.
Okay, so A and for the general, the indefinite, then we have the.
The definite article, all about specificity.
Right. Consider this sentence. The skills I learned in my previous job are very useful. Why is that so critical there?
Because you're not talking about just any skills floating around.
No, specific ones.
You mean those specific skills you acquired in that particular past role? The anchors your statement to a precise context. It tells the listener these skills are either known or you're about to specify them.
It draws that clear line, general versus particular.
Exactly. Ensuring your statements are precise, avoiding those vague generalizations that weaken communication.
It's truly fascinating how these tiny, tiny words carry so much meaning, so much weight.
Semantic and pragmatic weight, yes. And using them correctly isn't just about ticking grammar boxes.
It signals something more.
It demonstrates meticulousness, attention to detail. Think about it.
Right.
In any professional setting, precision is critical, right?
Absolutely. Contracts, data, strategy.
Exactly. Accuracy is a non-negotiable. So using articles correctly signals that you apply that same level of rigor to how you communicate.
Ah, interesting connection.
It implies a mind that cares about the finer points. And that can subconsciously or even consciously influence how capable and reliable you seem.
Especially maybe for non-native speakers.
Especially. Impeccable article usage can really set you apart. It can help dissolve any perceived language barriers and build confidence quickly.
That's a powerful point. Language precision, mirroring professional precision. Okay, let's make this practical for everyone listening.
Good idea. Listener application time.
I want you to think about maybe 2 of your own professional experiences or skills. Got them.
Okay.
Now, craft 2 sentences. First sentence.
Yep.
Use have and an indefinite article, a or an, to introduce a general skill or qualification.
Like,
I have a background in project management. General qualification.
got it.
Second sentence. Use have and the definite article, the, to refer to specific established skills or experience relevant to a context.
So building on the first one.
Maybe something like, I have the project management skills necessary to lead this initiative. See? Specific skills for a specific task.
Clear distinction, general versus specific and relevant.
And here's a little extra challenge. For that second sentence, try saying it without the.
Okay. I have project management skills necessary to lead this initiative.
How does that sound? Does it flow as well? Does it feel as precise?
It feels a little looser, less anchored.
Exactly. Practicing these subtleties, it's not just about grammar drills. It cultivates your ear for the natural rhythm, the formality of professional English. It boosts your confidence and ultimately your impact.
Well said. It's about internalizing the feel of it.
So we've fine-tuned the foundational language, right? We understand how those subtle grammatical choices like have versus have got and the articles really matter.
They set the stage for credibility.
But even the most perfectly structured sentences need the right content, the right building blocks.
Absolutely, the substance.
So now let's explore the powerful vocabulary that makes your professional identity really, well, sing.
The words that define you professionally.
Exactly. When you're talking about who you are professionally, your role, your capabilities, what you've achieved, using the right words is just paramount.
It's not just about being understood. It's about being understood accurately and immediately.
And optimizing your presence, too.
That's a perfect way to put it. Precision isn't just how you say it, it's very much what you say. The specific words you choose, they act as a powerful strategic tool.
How so?
They quickly communicate your identity, your domain, your expertise, your value to anyone listening. Recruiter, client, colleague.
Whereas vague language.
Vague or imprecise language leaves people guessing. And in today's world, if you make them guess,
you've lost them.
You've likely lost their attention. Think of it like using keywords, not just for search engines, but for human brains, helping them categorize and understand you instantly.
Mental keywords. I love that. Okay, let's start with some key job titles. Our sources point to common roles that just instantly convey a lot of information.
Like manager, engineer, teacher.
Designer, analyst, writer, developer. These aren't just labels, are they?
Not at all. They're entire frameworks of expectation. They immediately categorize you and signal your area of expertise, your likely responsibilities.
Yeah, so why is using a precise job title so important?
Well, it's twofold, really. First, immediate clarity. In networking, applications, general conversation, saying you're a software architect is much clearer than, say, a solutions provider.
That's pretty vague.
It instantly frames expectations about your responsibilities, your seniority, your technical field. These titles are widely recognized within industries.
So they communicate function quickly.
Yes. And secondly, and this is critical now, these titles are powerful keywords.
Ah, for the digital world.
Exactly. They're what people search for on LinkedIn. They're what applicant tracking systems, the ATS software, stand for, what recruiters actively look for.
So using some unique creative title might actually hurt you.
It could, yes. It might feel distinctive, but it could make you practically invisible in searches. Clarity often trumps creativity here.
That's a really practical point. Okay, so precise titles. Now let's talk essential skills vocabulary.
The words describing what you can do.
Yes. The powerful adjectives and nouns that describe your capabilities and how effectively you use them. Our sources highlight a set of really valued skills.
Communication, leadership, problem solving.
Creativity, teamwork, time management, technical skills. I kind of think of these in categories.
House.
Well, you've got your core soft skills, like communication and teamwork. They apply everywhere.
Universal skills, yes.
Then maybe strategic competencies, like leadership and problem solving, the ones that really drive progress.
Higher level functions.
And then, of course, your hard skills or technical skills, specific software, languages, analytical methods.
It's vital, though, to understand why these skills are so universally valued. It's not just buzzwords.
Right. What's the underlying value?
Take communication. It underpins literally every successful professional interaction. Client pitches, team meetings, emails.
Everything.
Leadership isn't just managing tasks. It's inspiring people, guiding them, empowering teams, problem solving. That's the engine of innovation and resilience when things get tough.
And teamwork enables efficiency.
Synergy, efficient project delivery, exactly. These terms aren't just corporate jargon. They represent critical, often measurable behaviors and competencies.
That directly impact the bottom line or success.
Yes, they contribute directly to organizational success. For a hiring manager, these words are powerful signals. They indicate your potential impact, your cultural fit, your ability to contribute meaningfully from day one.
They're often the first filter.
Very often. They're primary criteria in initial assessments. Keywords again.
Okay, so we have these powerful titles and skills. How do we weave them together effectively into sentences that really land?
Let's look at some examples.
Okay. I am a software developer with 4 years of experience. Simple, direct.
Very clear. Job title, quantified experience. No ambiguity.
Next. My leadership and communication skills help my team complete projects efficiently.
Now this is good. Explicit skills, yes, but linked directly to a positive outcome.
Sells a mini story.
Exactly. Impact, not just attributes.
I have technical skills in Python, HTML, and data analysis.
Highly specific. Not just technical skills. It lists tangible, verifiable abilities relevant to many roles.
Okay, so for everyone listening, take a moment now. Think about your own job title, current, or maybe ideal, and identify 2 or 3 core skills you use, drawing on that vocabulary we just discussed. Can you start putting them into sentences like those?
Using that precise, impactful language.
Yeah, it's that essential first step, building that compelling description of you. Okay, now let's dive into something that I genuinely think is a game changer. A real pro tip.
Secret sauce.
Kind of. It elevates your professional description from just good or even very good to genuinely outstanding. This is where you don't just state a skill.
You demonstrate it.
You demonstrate its application and, crucially, its impact. This is how a skill stops being just a claim.
And becomes a proven competency.
Exactly. You said it earlier, it's the difference between telling someone you're a good cook and actually serving them an incredible meal.
That's a perfect analogy. And this is the crucial distinction in professional self-presentation today. So many people can claim a skill.
Right. I have leadership skills. You hear it all the time.
Exactly. It's grammatically fine. It's understandable. But in a competitive market, it's generic.
Doesn't stand out.
It provides no evidence, no context, and critically, it doesn't differentiate you from the dozens, maybe hundreds of other people saying the exact same thing.
It's just self-assessment. No proof.
Exactly. It lacks that vital external validation, the proof of real-world application and, importantly, results. It feels a bit passive.
Okay, so the pro tip flips that.
Completely. Instead of just, I have leadership skills, you pivot. You transform it.
Give me an example.
Okay, how about? I have strong leadership skills, which helped my team exceed our sales target by 15% last quarter.
Okay. Let's break that down.
Yeah.
You still state the strong leadership skills.
Yes, the foundation is there.
But then you added context, helped my team, You quantify the impact, exceed our sales target by 15%, and you gave a time frame last quarter.
See the difference. It's no longer just a claim.
It's a proven accomplishment. It's evidence.
And evidence is always far more persuasive than just an assertion. Always.
This is where skills become not just believable, but actually memorable, isn't it?
Absolutely. Achievements validate your skills. They move your self-description from subjective opinion to objective demonstration of value.
Because recruiters aren't just looking for theory.
No. They want to see what you have done, and more importantly, what that indicates you can do for them.
Right, the future potential based on past proof.
Exactly. And this approach, linking skills to achievements, it naturally brings in those powerful action verbs we talked about.
And focuses on result.
Tangible results,
Yeah.
which are universally valued. To make this even more structured, you can use the STAR method.
STAR. Situation, task, action, result.
Precisely. Describe the situation, the task you faced, the action you took, using those great verbs, and crucially, the result you achieved. It builds a compelling mini-story around each key skill.
STAR is gold because it forces you to be specific. You can't just generalize.
Exactly.
So instead of say, I have problem-solving skills, you might use STAR.
Go on.
Okay. When our team faced a critical software bug situation, I was tasked with leading the troubleshooting effort. Task. I systematically analyzed system logs and collaborated with engineering action, resulting in finding and fixing the bug in 24 hours, which prevented downtime for 500 users.
Result. See, incredibly powerful, specific, action-oriented, result-focused. That tells a hiring manager far more than just claiming the skill.
And for roles where it's not always about hard numbers, can you still show results?
Absolutely. Results can also be about improved efficiency, streamlined processes, enhanced team morale, successful collaborations, positive client feedback.
Okay. So it's about the positive change you caused.
Exactly. Show the positive change or the value added that resulted from your actions and skills.
Okay. Mini activity time again. Let's apply this pro tip and maybe the STAR method for everyone listening.
Let's structure that reflection.
Right. 1, identify your current job title or a key previous one.
Got it.
2, list 2 or 3 core skills you really used in that role.
Yeah.
3, now for each of those skills, think of one specific achievement where that skill was crucial. Try framing it using STAR if you can. What was the situation, task, action, result?
Take a minute to really think that through.
Then try forming sentences following that expanded model we discussed.
Ikey.
I have excellent communication skills, which enable me to negotiate complex vendor contracts. Action, securing a 10% cost reduction for the company. Result.
Nice. Skill, action, quantifiable result.
Or my analytical skills, skill, led me to identify key market trends. Action, which informed a new product strategy that generated $500,000 in revenue. Result.
Perfect. Linking skill directly to a significant business outcome.
This exercise, it's not just about finding words. It really boosts your confidence, right?
Absolutely. It solidifies your ability to articulate your value.
And creates that narrative that genuinely resonates.
Yeah.
So don't just think it, try writing it down, or even better, say it out loud.
Practice makes perfect, or at least much more confident.
All right, so we've got the linguistic foundation, sorted the have, the articles. We've built out that strategic vocabulary, the right words for jobs and skills.
And crucially, linked those skills to achievements using the pro tip and STAR.
Exactly. Powerful stuff. Now it's time to bring all these elements together into something incredibly practical, an indispensable skill, crafting your professional business profile.
The summary statement, essentially.
Yeah. So what is a business profile, fundamentally?
Well, simply put, it's a concise, clear, and hopefully compelling description of you.
Your skills, your achievements.
Your core professional identity, all artfully condensed. Your narrative in miniature.
And why is this, as the source says, a super useful skill?
Because it's so often your first impression. Think about it.
LinkedIn summary.
LinkedIn summary, the top of your resume, a bio for a talk, that little blurb on the company about a fest page. It's your personal elevator pitch, but in written form.
Designed to do what?
To grab attention immediately, to communicate your core value propositions super quickly, and ideally, to make the reader want to know more.
In this world of information overload.
Brevity, clarity, impact, they're everything. This profile is how you control that crucial initial perception, how you guide their understanding of who you are and what you offer.
And it's so versatile, isn't it? That's why mastering it is so valuable.
Exactly.
The LinkedIn summary, the resume intro, the conference bio, your website about me. Even just distilling what you'd say in a quick networking chat.
Having a well-crafted profile ready means you're prepared for all those crucial moments.
Consistently presenting that polished, powerful image. Okay, so how do we build one? What's the structure?
Our source gives a really simple but very effective structure. It's logical, flows well, designed for maximum impact in minimum space.
Okay, walk me through it. 4 key sections.
That's right. 4 sections that build on each other. First, introduction. Who you are and what you do.
Just the basics to start.
Establish your professional identity, your current role, your main function or specialty. Often just one strong sentence.
This sets the immediate context, right? Answers, who is this person?
Exactly. Directness, authority. Lets the reader mentally place you, grasp your main expertise right away. It's your headline, make it punchy and informative. Maybe hint at your unique value here too.
Okay, step 1, intro. What's next?
Step 2, experience. Key roles and achievements.
So, not your whole life story.
Definitely not. Briefly highlight significant past roles, your total years of experience, maybe a major career milestone. Always focus on impactful contributions, the most relevant parts of your journey.
This gives you credibility, shows your track record.
Precisely. It shows you've applied your skills in the real world. And by focusing on achievements within those roles, you're illustrating impact and growth, not just listing duties. It tells a much better story. Shows progression.
Makes sense. Intro, experience.
Yeah. Section 3, skills. Highlight your strongest skills.
Okay, this is where our part 2 vocabulary comes in.
Absolutely. Identify just 2 or 3 core competencies, the ones most relevant to your current goals or your target audience. This is where you might subtly weave in that pro tip hint at the impact of those skills.
So not an exhaustive list, just the top hits.
Exactly. It quickly communicates your capabilities, your main tools, your areas of expertise, keeps it concise, ensures the reader gets your key strengths without getting bogged down. These are often your main keywords.
Okay, intro, experience, skills, and the final piece.
Section 4, closing. Your goal or what value you bring.
Looking forward.
Yes, your forward-looking statement. Could be your call to action, your unique value proposition. What are your professional aspirations? What specific impact do you aim to make? What distinct value do you offer?
Why is this closing so important?
Because it creates a vision for the future. It helps the reader see how you could fit into their plans, what problems you could solve for them, what kind of collaboration you want.
So it's not just summarizing the past.
No, it's defining your future relevance, inviting that next conversation. It lets them quickly see if your goals align with their needs.
That's a really clear, powerful structure. Let's look at that Jane Doe example again and see how it fits.
Okay. Remind us of Jane's profile.
I am Jane Doe, a graphic designer with over 5 years of experience creating digital and print designs. I have strong skills in Adobe Photoshop, Illustrator, and branding. My goal is to help businesses communicate visually with impact.
Okay, perfect.
Let's see how it fits. I'm Jane Doe, a graphic designer. Clear intro. Who she is, what she does.
Bang, section 1.
With over 5 years of experience creating digital and print designs, key experience. Notice the action verb creating, not just having experience. Shows impact.
Good catch. Section 2, highlighting contribution.
I have strong skills in Adobe Photoshop, Illustrator, and branding, section 3. Her strongest, most relevant skills, using have, listing specifics.
Clear, tangible skills.
And finally, my goal is to help businesses communicate visually with impact, section 4. Forward-looking states her value, her professional aim, tangible outcome.
What really works in Jane's profile is that blend of conciseness and compelling specifics.
Yeah, it's tight.
Creating digital and print designs, that action word gives it energy. Mentioning specific software makes her hard skills real, verifiable.
And the goal isn't fluffy.
Not at all. Communicate visually with impact. It's a clear, positive, measurable, in-spirit outcome. Super effective because it's so clear, direct, focused. Tailored to what someone needing design work wants to know fast.
That's a great breakdown. Let's try another one quickly, maybe someone earlier in their career. Show the flexibility.
Good idea.
How about? I am Marcus Chen, a driven marketing assistant eager to apply foundational analytical and content creation skills.
Okay, intro sets the stage role, key skills, enthusiasm.
During my internship at Innovate Tech, I supported several digital campaigns, contributing to a 10% increase in social media engagement.
Experience section uses an internship, but crucially quantifies the result. makes it impactful.
I have strong skills in market research, copywriting, and CRM software.
Skills section, clear, relevant, hard, and soft skills for marketing.
My goal is to leverage data-driven strategies to enhance brand visibility and customer engagement.
And the closing, forward-looking, specific marketing outcomes ties back to his skills.
See? It works even without decades of experience. The structure is adaptable.
Very adaptable. It's about highlighting the relevant value you bring at your stage.
Okay, we have the structure. Now let's sharpen the edges with some nuanced tips, making that profile not just good, but strong, memorable. These are the details that really make it shine.
The polish.
First, and maybe the most critical one today, be concise.
Absolutely paramount.
Aim for just 1, maybe 2 sentences max per section. Why is brevity so vital here?
Because we are drowning in information. Attention spans online are incredibly short. A profile isn't your autobiography.
It's the trailer.
Exactly. It's the movie trailer. Capture interest, provide a compelling overview, make them want the full feature, which might be your resume or a conversation. Maximize impact with minimal words. That's information density.
Recruiters spend, seconds scanning?
Mere seconds, often. Every word has to count, no fluff.
Okay, tip 1, concise. Tip 2 builds on that. Use action words.
We touched on this, but it's worth repeating.
Think verbs like create, manage, lead, design, implement, analyze, optimize. These powerful words.
They convey dynamism, initiative, active contribution, much better than passive phrasing.
So instead of I was responsible for project management.
Say, I managed complex projects, or I led cross-functional teams. It makes you sound like a proactive doer, not just someone who held a title.
It brings your achievements to life, doesn't it? Demonstrates initiative.
It paints a vivid picture of you making things happen, causing results, helps the reader visualize your impact. Maybe we can list a few more by category.
Great idea.
Okay, for leadership management. Try led, managed, supervised, coordinated, mentored, directed.
Nice. For innovation problem solving.
Created, developed, designed, engineered, optimized, resolved, streamlined.
Communication collaboration.
Communicated, presented, collaborated, negotiated, mediated, articulated.
Analysis research.
Analyzed, researched, evaluated, identified, forecasted, assessed.
And for showing results impact.
Achieved, exceeded, generated, increased, reduced, saved, delivered. Using these transforms basic statements into powerful affirmations.
That's a fantastic mini thesaurus.
Okay.
Okay, tip 3 really hammers home our pro tip from earlier. Highlight results.
Can't emphasize this enough.
Don't just say what you did. Show what your skills achieved. Quantify it whenever you possibly can.
This is where you demonstrate tangible value. It's the proof.
So not I worked on sales.
But I increased sales by 10% in 6 months, not I streamlined operations.
But I reduced operational costs by 5% through process optimization.
See, result-oriented language is the definitive proof of competence and value. It elevates your story beyond just ability to actual demonstrated impact.
It shows you applied skills strategically for outcomes.
Which is precisely what every organization wants. And remember, even for soft skills, you can often quantify the impact. Did your communication improve client retention rates? Did teamwork lead to faster project completion? Always ask, so what happened because I did that?
Great question to keep in mind. And finally, tip 4 brings us right back to where we started. Keep it professional.
Consistency is key.
Reminding everyone. Consistently use have instead of have got. Maintain that formal, authoritative tone throughout the profile. It's about the overall impression.
Exactly. This ties all those grammatical pieces together. Consistent use of have, correct articles, precise vocabulary. It ensures the entire profile has that professional polish.
Reinforcing that image of competence, meticulousness.
Paying attention to detail, not just in your main work, but in how you present yourself. This linguistic consistency builds trust and credibility. Your profile is really an argument for your value. Make it a strong, polished argument.
Okay, wow. We have covered so much strategic ground. The grammar nuances, the power vocabulary, the STAR method, the profile structure, the polishing tips.
A comprehensive toolkit.
Now it's time to put it all together. This is your turn listening in. We're going to do an interactive mini practice right now. Let's construct your profile step by step.
Okay, let's guide them through it.
Get ready to articulate your professional brilliance. Let's build it together, piece by piece, keeping all those tips concise. Action words, results, professional in mind. First, the introduction. Your name, title, maybe a hint of passion or specialty.
Try. I am your name. A job title specializing in your industry specialty. Or maybe passionate about.
Okay. Next, experience. Summarize your years or key roles, focusing on impact or contribution.
How about, I have X years of experience in industry field where I consistently key achievement verb, e.g., delivered, improved, managed specific contribution.
Good one. Then, skills. Highlight your strongest, most relevant ones. Maybe hint at their use.
Try. I possess strong skills in Skill 1, Skill 2, and Skill 3, which I've effectively used to a brief example of application result, using have or possess.
Nice. And finally, the closing. Your goal or the value you bring. Make it forward-looking.
Maybe. My goal is to leverage my skills to your professional goal, e.g. drive growth, solve challenges, create value for a target organization client type. Or, I aim to bring my expertise in X to achieve Y.
Let's quickly revisit that 𝗪𝗏𝗏𝗀𝗏 example for inspiration, but view it through the lens of all these tips.
Okay, Ari's profile was, I am 𝗪𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗀𝗏, a marketing analyst with 3 years of experience in digital campaigns. I have strong analytical, communication, and project management skills. My goal is to help businesses grow through data-driven marketing strategies.
See how it hits all the marks? Clear intro. Title, experience area, concise experience, 3 years, specific field.
Skills are strong, relevant to marketing analyst roles. Uses have.
And the goal is impactful, forward-looking, data-driven, speaks directly to business needs in his field.
Exactly. He doesn't just say what he is or has. He articulates the value he aims to bring and how it aligns with business objectives like growth.
Arif's profile also really shows that tailoring, doesn't it?
It absolutely does. That closing statement, help businesses grow through data-driven marketing strategies, connects directly to his skills and experience, yes, but crucially, it speaks the language of potential employers in marketing.
That's what you need to aim for.
Yes, not just a generic description, but one purposefully aligned with your ambitions and the specific needs of your target audience. Show them exactly where and how you can contribute value. Reflect on how you can customize your profile to speak directly to your next opportunity.
Okay, this is an interactive tip right now. Seriously, I strongly encourage you, pause this deep dive, take a few minutes, actually write out your own profile using this structure and these tips.
Or even better.
Even better, speak it aloud. Say it, hear how it sounds.
Does it flow naturally? Are there awkward bits?
Speaking, it helps you internalize the language, aids your memory, and crucially, it prepares you for those real-world moments interviews, networking where you need to deliver this pitch concisely, confidently, on the spot.
Go on, give it a really thoughtful try right now. You'll thank yourself later. #TagSag outro.
Wow. Okay, that was quite an intensive, but I hope really insightful journey we took today.
Covered a lot of crucial ground.
We really did, diving deep into crafting that professional narrative. Let's just quickly recap the core lessons, just to solidify everything and make sure it sticks.
Good idea. Key takeaways.
First, we really zeroed in on that subtle but powerful difference between have and have got in professional contexts.
And the strategic use of articles a and a for achieving that essential professional polish.
Those small words, big impact, right? We saw how they shape perception.
Definitely. Then we moved on to actively building out your professional linguistic toolkit.
Exploring that essential vocabulary for defining jobs and skills clearly.
And critically, introducing that game-changing technique, pairing your skills with concrete, impactful achievements. Using STAR.
Moving from just claiming skills to actually demonstrating proven value. That felt like a big shift.
It is. It makes you credible and memorable.
And finally, we brought it all together. We delved into that structured yet flexible approach to writing a compelling business profile.
Walking through the 4 key sections.
And arming you with those actionable tips. Be concise, use action words, highlight results, and keep it consistently professional. Your personal brand statement? Ready to go.
But remember, knowing this stuff is one thing. Applying it is another.
Practice is key.
Consistent practice. Both speaking and writing about your skills, your achievements, your profile, that is absolutely the key to building real confidence and lasting proficiency.
Don't just let this sit as information.
No. Actively integrate it. Use it in your emails, in your LinkedIn updates when you talk about your work. Seek out opportunities to articulate your value using this framework.
And that practical tip you mentioned earlier about recording yourself.
Yes. A fantastic way to keep learning. Record yourself reading your profile aloud, then listen back critically.
What should you listen for?
Flow, tone, emphasis. Are you conveying confidence? Is it clear? You'll be amazed how quickly you spot areas to improve. It really accelerates growth, hones your delivery, like having your own communication coach.
I love that. Self-coaching.
And perhaps a final provocative thought for you to take away and consider as you move forward.
Okay. Leave us with something to chew on.
Beyond just describing what you do or even what you have done, think really deeply about the impact you want to make, the future you are actively trying to build in your career. How can your professional narrative, your profile, do more than just reflect your past? How can it proactively shape and define your next big opportunity?
So it's not just historical.
No. Think of it as a living blueprint for your future potential, a powerful tool you can use to actually manifest that future you envision. How can your words define what's next for you?
That's a really powerful and inspiring thought to end on. It's about intentionality, isn't it?
Precisely. Be intentional with your professional narrative.
Well, thank you so much for joining us on this deep dive into mastering your professional skills and profile. Keep practicing. Keep refining that narrative.
Keep articulating your value.
And we really look forward to having you with us on the next deep dive right here on The Deep Dive.